Hi everyone, how are you guys doing? I hope that you all are doing fine today. Alright, so everyone, today we will continue our lessons from subject verb agreements. First, you have to log in using the aplusstudent.com. You click on your name, you move to language at grade 7, and then use the correct verb with compound subject. So we did the first two lessons the other time, and then we will continue with this lesson now. All right, so we have a compound subject is made up of two subjects joined by a conjunction or or no. So when it comes to the compound subject, it is joined by conjunctions which are and, or, and then no. So these are the conjunctions that join a compound subject. So we have Mark and Amanda. This week or next, neither Josh nor my friends. So these are the conjunctions joining compound subjects, okay? So when a compound subject is joined by and, use a plural verb. So immediately you see and, you know that it is automatically plural. So you need to use plural verb, okay? We have to use the plural verb. All right. Now, plural verb usually do not end in s, es, or ies. So whenever you have the plural verbs, they do not end with any of the s, es, or ies. So it's just like saying, where do Mac and Amanda go to school? So you see that the verb does not have es or s or ies. So, and then moving on, we have. So you have to make sure that you remember that whenever it's joined with and, that means it is automatically a plural verb. Okay, so plural verb, then and. Okay, so we also have when a compound subject is joined by or no, you have to use the verb that agrees with the subject that is closest to the verb. Remember that every subject and the verb must agree in a sentence. Okay, so they must have an agreement in a sentence. All right, so you remember that subject and a verb must agree. So if the subject closest to the verb is singular, you need to use the singular verb. And we know that singular verbs ends in s, ies, or even es. So that's for like the singular. So just like this week or next seems likely to be hectic. So now next is just like singular. So the verb here, which is seems, will have s. Okay, remember that the verb always has s, es, or ies. So if the subject closest to the verb is plural, you use a plural verb, and you know that the plural verbs usually do not end with s, es, or ies. Now, after reading the reviews, neither Josh nor my friends, so it says my friends, and except it is the verb. So the verb cannot end with s, es, or ies. The movie to be successful. So look at the subject, Mark and his friends. It is compound subject joined by the conjunction and, so it goes with a plural verb. Plural verb usually do not end with s, es, or ies. So you have to note this, okay? All right. So we will start. We did the first two already, so we will continue this one. So let's look at some of this. It says that complete the sentence with the best verb. Whenever we go camping, either Kaya or Rose dash up the nets when Heather and I start the campfire. So what is the right one here? It says to look at the subject, either Kaya or Rose. So it is a compound subject joined by a conjunction or. The subject closest to the verb is rose, and it is a plural subject, so it goes with a plural verb. Plural verb usually do not end with s or es. Okay. So the photographer and story in today's paper perfectly dash the spirit of our town. So remember that once we have and, it is automatically like plural. So it is capture. Then we have when we take our three dogs to the park, our black lab or our golden retriever usually dash the ball faster than our old English sheepdog. So we have what? So we have to look at this, our golden retriever. So this is just one. Okay. So we'll move on to the test. All right, so when we take our three dogs to the park, our black lab or our golden retriever usually dash the ball faster than our old English sheepdog. So which of this is the right one? You can check and tell me your answers. So we have fetches because the golden retriever is like singular and it's the one closest to the verb. So we need to have a singular verb. Okay. So in the summer, either the apple tree by the back wall or the one next to the garage dash the most fruit. So what is the right verb here? So produces the most fruits because the garage is singular. So a singular subject, singular verb. Whenever Julia and Ivan dash the bells of the neighborhood ice cream truck, they quickly run upstairs to get some change. So what is the right one here? Right verb. So we know that once we see an, it is automatically what? A plural subject. So we will have a plural verb which doesn't have s, es, or ies. So your cabbage salad and homemade bread dash even better than I remember. So what is the right verb here? All right, so bread here is what? Okay. So on rainy days, Mac and his friends dash to invent new board games. What is the right one here? What's your right verb over here? So remember that Mac and his friends and is plural, so we will have a plural verb which is like. So whenever Scott runs out into the yard, the chickens and the rooster dash into the coop. So what is the right verb for this? So we have and we know that that is plural, so it will be disappear. Every time we look at my baby's picture, mama, dad dash a little remembering how happy they were to become parents. So what is the right one? All right, so mama, dad, and then the subject closest is what dad. So what's cries because you need to have a singular verb. Okay, so when we stay at Mr. Avila's farm, either the roosters or the pigs dash us up early in the morning. So what's the right verb over here? So we have pigs here. That means it's a plural subject. So we will have what? Plural verb. So the award winning author and his editor dash to the audience of writers and students every week. So, what is the right subject here? So we have his editor. So it's like singular. So you would have what? A singular verb, which is speaks. Okay. But then you have to also remember that for the plural, this has to be plural because it uses and if you click on the singular thinking that oh yeah it's singular, you also have to remember that if it's and automatically it is plural. So we have a plural verb. Okay. Depending on which of my relevant So depending of which of my relatives you ask, either Aunt Lucy or Uncle Bobby, dash the best rhubarb pie. Which one is the right one? So we have Uncle Bobby here. So we will have bakes, okay, because it's a singular subject. So whenever we go camping, either Rosa or Charlie dash up the tent while Mary and I start the campfire. So which of them? Whenever we go camping, either Rosa or Charlie dash up the tent while Mary and I start the campfire. So we have sets because Charlie is singular. So sets the campfire. The photograph and story in today's paper perfectly dash the spirit of a town. What do you think is the right one? So we have and. So remember that if it's and, it is plural. So we will have capture. According to Lexi, either a slice of key, lime pie, or lemon bars. So, what do you think the perfect third dessert? So, according to Lexi, either a slice of key, lime pie, or lemon bars. That's the perfect third dessert. So, which one is the right one? So, bars here, plural. So, make. So either Robin or her assistant dash to Singapore whenever there's an important board meeting. Alright, so we have her assistant fly. So her assistant is what? Singular subject. So it will be a singular verb. In Mr. Richmond's beautiful old house, small statues and porcelain vases dash the shelves of the living room. And then, alright, so which one? So we have vases here, meaning it's plural. So we will have this plural verb. Okay. All right. So we have although the players and the coach dash that the team struggled this season, they hope to do better next year. So and makes it a plural subject. So we have a plural verb admits. Whenever the four of us played that, Kimberly or Brian always dash. So now you have to note that regardless of this always here, the subject was Brian and Brian is singular, so you have a singular verb which is went. In the summer, either the apple tree by the back wall or the one next to the garage dashed the most fruits. Which of the verb here? So garage what? Single. So we have a singular verb. Okay, so we have when we stay at Mr. Hammond's farm, either the roosters or the pigs dash us up early in the morning. Okay, so we have pigs here, so we will have wake. So whenever Jill and Blake dash the bells of the neighborhood ice cream truck, they quickly run upstairs to get some change. What do you think? All right, so once it's and, we already know that that is plural. So we have here. Okay. So yeah, that's it for this lesson, the subject verb agreement. You have to make sure that you finish up all the lessons if you haven't done that. And then if you need more help, you can click on this chat button here. We have tutors available to help you in case you need more help after the class. All right, so we'll end here for today. I hope that you all have a good night and see you all next time. Bye.